live here for the first time. So this is going to be a private broadcast. It's a private stream right now. Eventually these will be public streams, and what we will see is the ability to interact, answer questions on the chat. So what I'm doing right now is I'm actually setting up the video feedback so I can see what I'm doing here. But it looks pretty good. So this channel is going to be primarily for streaming. I am going to have some situations where I put some advertisements and whatnot, but essentially what I'm going to do is I'm going to stream here for new subscribers, and then also existing subscribers. I'm going to be streaming here to talk about market update videos. So let's start here. Just take a look here at some charts just to see how they come out here. You should be seeing a banner at the top that says Wolftrader Futures TV at the top up there, and I should be in the circle cam here in the bottom right hand side. So yeah, so anyway, so let's get started here. So there's no editing in this, so it's a little bit more rough than the typical videos because I do at least a little bit of editing in the videos that you see on the weekends, but this is going to be one that just runs live all the time. So I'm going to just take a look at the S&P 500 chart here. So in essence, we've seen this Fed juice here really stay in this solid buy signal through the whole month of April, which is really an encouraging sign. That's really what we want to see. We want to be able to see this thing stay in this buy pattern through all of these meandering patterns like this. And now what we're starting to see here is something that's a lot more encouraging. We're starting to see the volatility come in on this, and that's a good sign. So, bull markets are typically characterized by low volatility. So when you see all of this nonsense going on into here, that's not quite characteristic yet of a bull market. Now that doesn't mean that this can't turn into a bull market, but what you want to start to see is the volatility start to decrease like this. So that's ideal right now for this market to go up. And we talked about that planetary speed index goes all the way up until um, May the 5th. So, I mean, quite honestly, if this Fed juice is continuing to press higher, I think it could go higher even past May 5th. But, we're just going to follow this, like I said, one day at a time, one step at a time. And let's take a look at the actual Fed juice here, the actual spread. And this is a spread that I haven't seen since 2009, 2010. We did have that little jog down last week, but then it went right back out here. So this is something that this is typical of quantitative easing periods, and we haven't seen QE, like an outright QE, in a long time. So this is good to see. I think as long as we can avoid any of these cataclysmic headlines like the oil crash and whatnot, then I think we've got a really good chance here to make it up to that 76% level, and then eventually go back up to challenge the highs. I don't see why we can't do that. Again, here, this is what I post on the Twitter, but um, we're going to push through that 61%, I think, tomorrow, and the 76 is not that far away. So there's a good chance we could get there as soon as May the 5th. So that's definitely in the picture here. And anyway, so I think that's going to be it for this test right now. I just wanted to test and see how this goes. So if you could give me your feedback on that, I would appreciate it. And I'll talk to you guys soon. Have a good night. Peace out.